Hey guys, it's gonna be super casual. I'm wrapped up in a blanket because I'm cold, and but not so cold that I want to pay the heating bill for raising the temperature a couple degrees. Anyway, all my videos are usually casual. I don't know why I start off with this explanations, but welcome, hello, I'm Amanda, and I like to see what random stuff other people find. I love to go on the thrill of the hunt, and so I've never done a video quite like this. I mean, I've shown stuff from one of these places before, but it's just so random, and I think, oh, who's gonna want to watch that? I like watching stuff like that, so maybe one of you will like all the randomness. So I'll show the things I bought used first. It's from a local store in town called the Idea Store. They're called a creative reuse store, and so a lot of the stuff they sell is, well, everything they sell is donated. Some of it is trash, but like trash that you would be able to use in a craft project. So they've got like a bunch of old like food tins, clean of course. They've got a whole section of bottle caps. They've got puzzle pieces that don't go into any puzzles, all kinds of things like that. And so this is something that's just a home goods. They also have home goods. And these were such a great find. I had never heard of this brand before, but I just saw these because I love these. These are Monstera leaves, right? Very, very cool. Honestly, trendy. I didn't get them because they're trendy. I just love Monstera leaves as a design element. So I picked them up because there's a whole basket of them just on the floor. And I flipped it over and I saw that it had a brand name printed on it. Graf Lance? Graf. I'm 90% sure I'm pronouncing that incorrectly. Lants. And I looked these up. I got a bunch of them. After I saw how much they retail for, I have to admit, I had a thought like, maybe I could make a profit on these. And I was like, no. I love the thrill of the hunt. I'm going to leave these for other people. Because like I said, there's a whole basket of them. I only took like a third of what was there, which was a lot. I took a lot. But still 2/3 of the basket was left. These are the coaster size. This is like 5 inches by 4 inches roughly. I did look at the dimensions on the website because there are 3 different sizes of them. So these are the coaster size, and they come in a 4-pack of the same color for $36 on the website. They still sell them on the website, although the coaster's a final sale. So these are $9 each, and they're made of 100%. You might be thinking, why is it so expensive? It looks like it's just felt. It's 100% merino wool. And I was thinking to myself, why would I want a wool coaster? But then I read the website description, thought harder about it, and I like wearing merino wool socks. It's moisture wicking. It's resistant to stains, and you can rinse it off with some soap and water. So I thought, oh, natural materials, not putting plastic into the environment. That's cool. Fancy. These were the steal, though. Okay, so for whatever reason, they packed 3 of these into a bag and sold it for $3, and then some they sold separately. I guess just to give people options, right? So these medium-sized ones, they were $1 each, but then I got a bag of 3, so I got 4 of this light color. These medium-sized trivets, I believe that's how that word is pronounced, Trivets, trivet. I never hear people pronounce that word, but anyway, these are $34 each, the medium-sized ones. I don't know, this is like, here's a size comparison. It's like 8 inches long. $1. It normally retails for $36. $34, excuse me. I keep misremembering because it's also close in price. And then I got the largest size. I got 2 4-packs. And the large ones were $1.50 each, so the 4-packs were $6. These go for $40 each. Oh my goodness. And knowing that it's 100% merino wool, like of course it goes for $40. That's a lot of wool. Do you see this? I know I'm just showing like decorations, but look at the size difference. Look at all that wool. Isn't that so cute? By the way, I'm not selling these. I'm just using these to decorate in my home because they're so cool. And now part of me is like, why didn't I buy more? Especially because I have an uneven number. Well, I have even numbers. They're literally even numbers. But here's the thing. I got 8 of the large size, 4 in each color. And I got 8 of the medium size, 4 in each color. But I only got 4 total of the mini size, 2 in each color. I don't know why I did that. I wonder if I wasn't paying attention because I was just so excited when I found these. But yeah, I haven't done the math, and I'm not so great with mental math. I'm fine with math in general, but quick mental math is not my forte. 40, 80, 120, 160. This is $160 just in my hand. These 4 ones, $160. Oh my goodness. And I got 8 of them. That's $320 worth of felt placemats that I got for $12. $320 for full price. I know, I've been talking about felt for 6 minutes, but oh my gosh, such a cool find. Like I said, I want to leave some for other people, but I'm going to go back tomorrow, and I'm going to see if there's any left. I don't know if anyone else is excited about them as me. And I'm not going to buy all of them out, but I do want to get 2 more of each of the small ones, just so I have 8 of each. You might think, that's a lot. It is a lot, but I like to also buy ahead. Like, I live in an apartment right now, but I do want to own a house at some point, and I think 8 is a good amount to have. And then I can mix and match the colors, because I have 4 of the dark green, 4 of the light green. If I have only 6 guests over instead of 8, then I can, do a little bit of color. Because they won't all be the same color, because I only have 4 of each color, but I can, mix with, 4 dark green ones and 2 light green ones, or 4 light green ones and 2 dark green ones. Do a little visual design. Anyway, I'm talking way too much. Okay, probably lost a bunch of people by talking about trivets for 7 minutes, but well, this is my channel. This is what we do here. And then I got these. I don't know what year these are from, but I plan on junk journaling with these. These are so cool. These are, I want to call them vintage, but I don't know what year they're from. Vintage Nerds Valentines. Now, the Valentines were 25 cents each. But I don't know. I think this, that has 4 Valentines, cost the same amount as this that had 2 Valentines. I think as long as it was attached, it still counts as 1 Valentine. Because there's a box labeled Valentines 25 cents each. But, for example, this sheet has 2 different Valentines on it. It's just all attached. I know Valentine's Day is over, but I might save them for next year. Also, I love giving my friends fun stuff. I even give my coworkers little Valentines, the ones that you buy for kids for school, just for fun. So I thought these are so cool. So I got all those. And then these Hallmark ones, I kind of don't want to use them because I don't know what year they're from. They're made in the USA. I mean, it's paper, so paper tends to be made in the USA, I feel like. So that doesn't help me place what year it is, but these look older. And what they are is you make a pocket out of it. And so you put the turtle into the pocket. So cute. It's not 3D or anything, but there's a little slit that you can put the turtle in. From Hallmark, if I didn't say it already. Yeah, the directions are down there. I know you can't really read that too well. Yeah, but maybe 1 for junk journaling with, and maybe 1 to actually give to people. Such random stuff. I don't even know how much these cost. I've seen these online before. It's the sticky ball rolling thing that you throw into your purse and it catches all the crumbs and whatever. And I thought to myself, oh, I don't really need one of those because I don't have crumbs in my purse because I normally only carry around a very small crossbody that can only fit my phone and wallet. But I remembered the backpack that I used to take to work, it has a bunch of stuff at the bottom. It's actually The stuff at the bottom is actually the backpack lining coming loose because it's so old, but I hate putting stuff in my backpack unless I put it in a plastic bag first, because all the little bits from the lining keep getting into all my stuff. And my backpack is black, so I just have these little fabric black dots all over my stuff. So anyway, I'm going to throw this in my backpack. This was $1. I don't know how much these cost. I felt like $1 for one of them was cheaper than retail unit price. So I'm also supporting a nonprofit, even if it does cost more than $1, so whatever with that. I got 2 stamps. There were a bunch of these. I thought these were so cute. It's by the brand stampingbella.com. And there were, like I said, a bunch of these. I took a photo because, like I said, so cute, but I didn't need them for anything. So this one's the Bridal Party Bellas is what it says. I know it's not super clear, but don't they look so cute, those 5 women in their dresses? I feel like, yeah, none of them are brides, but you could, when I first saw it, I thought like, oh, it's the bride and like for bridesmaids, but none of them really like stands out as a bride, actually, now I'm thinking about it. They all were wearing very fancy, very different dresses. And that was $1. And then I got this one, Pregabella. I don't know anyone that's pregnant or going to become pregnant anytime soon. But I know that my friends want to become moms. So it's going to happen eventually. I thought I would just get it for 75 cents right now. Because it's so cute. Look at her with her ponytail. I love the drawing style. I've never seen Stamping Bella stamps before. But I love this kind of art style. I love it when stamps are like sketched, hand-drawn designs. And there were, I think, something like 16 to 20 different Stamping Bella stamps. Okay, maybe that's a little bit much. Maybe it's closer to 16, like 12 to 16. One of them was actually a guy, which is rare to see a guy in a stamp. It was a guy grilling burgers, but I was like, I don't know anyone that grills. Like, what am I going to use this stamp for? Like, my dad doesn't grill. My friends' dads don't grill. Like, I don't know anybody who grills. So just got those 2 stamps. I really hold myself back. I've mentioned this before, but one way that while I'm thrifting that I don't like give in to like, oh my gosh, this is such a unique item that I'm never gonna find again. Let me just buy it. One way, maybe that sounds super silly to you if you don't get that mindset, but I just like unique things. Like I said, I like just finding cool stuff that I've never seen before, and I'm like, oh, this is so cool. I've got to buy it because I'm never gonna see it again. I just take a photo of it. That's how I circumvent that part of my brain that's like, oh, you must get it, like the rarity of this item or whatever. Okay, so there's a part of my brain that's also a collector. Like, I do like collecting items. Like, I have some art behind me, for example. I have more art in other parts of my house, but I'm in my living room right now, and this is just the view that you see. Anyway, now this for 75 cents. I feel like 75 cents might be, it's a little high compared to what they normally charge for magnets, but this is a special magnet because it's an Expo marker one, where it's specially sized to be able to fit one of those dry erase markers in it. So I thought that'd be a good addition to my fridge. And then I thought these were super cute. These were 75 cents each too, which is more expensive than their magnets, but these are nice magnets that they're cute for one thing. You might be thinking, that doesn't look cute to me. It's cute to me. And they're rubbery, so I mean, the magnets that they sell for 25 cents, because most of their magnets they sell for 25 cents, those magnets they tend to be cheaper plasticky ones, whereas these are a little fancier. So anyway, from what I can tell, it's a bunch of different languages, and it just says basically cool. So there's literally cool in English. I'm not even going to say that. It's Krass. That one I think is German, Geil. Genial, I believe that's Spanish. And then there's mega. I genuinely don't know. I feel like that's a European language, but I don't know which language uses that. And so I got all of them. There were 5 of them. And they have little tiny magnets, so I don't think they can actually hold anything. I just think they're cool. Because I like linguistics. I never officially studied it in school, but I like it. These are 50 cents. I think these were sold for St. Patty's Day. I don't know, just from the green packaging at Target at some point, because that's their party line. I mean, also it says Target on the back. There are 6 different fuzzy adhesive mustaches, and I just thought it'd be funny to keep on hand. So I work at a university, and I don't teach as a staff member, but I have student employees. Anyway, I do want to be a teacher at some point, so I have like a teacher mindset of like, oh, I get like these cute little things for my students, and so I give my student employees stuff all the time, just little things like candy or trinkets, like Valentine's cards. And so I'm gonna have this in. I actually legitimately have a trinket box at work. I didn't bring it into work to be a trinket box. It was literally just the box I put candy in, but it's becoming a trinket box, and I'm gonna put this in the trinket box for them around Halloween time, I think. And then this was $1.50. There are a couple of these, but this was the one that was relevant to me. It's these woven labels. They're made to look like clothing labels. I thought that was so cool. It was by the brand Remember When, and it's school days. So this one says, growing, learning, 100% school days, pop quiz, reading, writing, arithmetic, back to school, ABC, and then another year smarter. And because I work in a school, even though this is kind of like geared towards children, and I'm not having children for several years, this is also like relevant. I mean, it's like the designs are more like elementary school, but it's also relevant to like the current job I have because I work in a college, like learning and all that. So I can use that for scrapbooking. And then I got a compass for $1.50. It's this sturdy metal compass. It was made in Taiwan. I just found that this one's kind of stiff. I should have tested how stiff they were in the store. There are a bunch of them in the store. And I was like, oh, I want a plastic one, not a metal one. But I was like, the metal one's probably more durable. Like, I can pass it down to my children, kind of durable. Man, I think I need to grease it or something. Yeah, I think I need to grease the little joint right there, that little ball. But anyway, I haven't used a compass since I was like in elementary school. Like, I didn't even use them in geometry. We just free-handed that stuff. But I found myself wanting to cut out circles, and I was like, I can't. I had to go find like a jar to cut out circles. And I was like, dang, I need a compass. So I got a compass. Who would have thought? I would have needed a compass. This was 50 cents. This is just cutesy. I loved Tsum Tsums. They're still around, but they're not as big as they used to be. When was this? Like almost 10 years ago at this point. I remember I was in high school. Maybe it even started when I was in middle school. But Tsum Tsums, they came out, I think, as a game first, as a phone game app. And then Disney made a bunch of merchandise, primarily plushies and little collectible figurines. And they still make the plushies now, but the plushies now are lower quality than they used to be. Like, the designs and the clothes of the animals are printed on to the fabric, whereas they used to be, like, literally, like, different colors of fabric that were, like, stitched on and everything like that. So this is very nostalgic for me. I don't know what year this is from, but it's a little bit compact, so. Yeah, there's my bike. You can see my bike over there. Compact for 50 cents. Like, I don't really need a compact. Like, I don't wear makeup, so I don't have to check my makeup or anything. But sometimes it's good to just see if you have lettuce in your teeth, and maybe, I mean, I can just use my phone camera. But anyway, for 50 cents, I was like, it's a Tsum Tsum collectible. Reminded me of my younger days. So, I just was excited to find that. This I got for 50 cents because one of my coworkers, I don't know what the gender of his child is, because he doesn't know either. Like, they're finding out the gender next week. Well, I guess yeah, it's still next week because I'm filming on a Saturday. Anyway, but I got this stuff on hand because also, like I mentioned earlier, when I talked about the pregnant woman stamp that I got, eventually people in my circle are going to have children because I am friends with people who are older than me as well. So that's a little bit sooner for them. I mean, like, people my age are also having children. It's just like, it seems to be that me and the people that I'm friends with personally that are my age are having children later in life, because we're doing like a bunch of schooling first and whatnot. So anyway, just got that to have on hand. Maybe my coworker's child is gonna be a girl, maybe not. If not, then I'll just hold on to it. But only for 50 cents. It's super cute. It's literally just a bunch of printed designs. It's not die cuts because there's no perforations, but they're meant to be like die cuts in that you can cut them out with scissors. I just love the faux, it's not faux fabric because it is fabric designs, but it's photographed, so it's not real fabric in that sense. I just love that stuff, like the fabric looking stuff as a medium. And then baby bag for 50 cents. This actually came from Dollar General. I don't know how much Dollar General was selling it for because it doesn't say it, but it just says Little Dreamer, so this is very gender neutral. I do actually already have a gift for my coworker, which I didn't buy specifically, and I didn't thrift it either. I got it from a store closing sale, and I was like, someday this baby toy, because it's a wooden baby toy. It's of a rabbit that is sitting in a little airplane. It's so whimsical. So also gender neutral, and it's wooden. So, you know, if the child chews on it, you don't have to worry about like little plasticky bits getting in their mouth. It's also durable because it's wooden. Can become a hand-me-down because, again, we're durable. So, like, I'm also going to get a card, but I didn't find a card that I liked when I was out at the shops today. I'm going to put the little toy in here. I'm going to find a card. I might just make one from scratch. Oh, is there something in here? No, there's nothing in here. I just heard something. I heard the little... Sounds like there's anyway. I'm not editing. There are a bunch of these marble papers. I have no idea where they came from, but this was $2, which you might think that's a little pricey for a sheet of paper, or you might be a crafter like me and you can be like, that sounds about right, because I think this is specialty paper, like art paper, not just regular like printer paper. And there was only one of this design. It just spoke to me. I like to go into the idea store to just have things speak to me because I'm primarily a paper crafter. I do other little crafty things. But I also liked a bunch of other designs, but I decided to get just one of these for now because this one spoke to me the most. It reminds me of coffee, actually, because of all the tones, the brown tones in it. Okay. One last thing from the idea store was... this was $1. These Hallmark labels. They're meant to be address labels, but because they have the kind of Christmassy looking red plaid, I was like, I can use these as gift labels. For $1, there are 90 labels. Not bad at all. Now, I know at Dollar Tree, you might be able to get like 100 labels for $1.25, but... I just like how classy these labels look, and they don't say to and from on them. I could literally use them as address labels if I wanted to. Multi-purpose, multi-use. I don't claim to know that to have started that phrase. I got that phrase from what is her name? Vivian tries on YouTube. All right, so that's all the thrifted items. I'm apparently very talkative today. Oh, farmers market stuff. That's what I wanted to share. Let's see. So farmers market stuff. One of the things I ate already, it was a little chia bowl. I'm not into chia because I don't like the texture, but I was trying to be healthy this morning, and there's a brand new product that they made. It's called F&T Desserts. Yeah, they have a website, fntdesserts.square.site, S-I-T-E. They're out of Champaign, Illinois. And I always like getting their puppy chow. I think this was $4. Yeah, it was $4. And now I know I can make puppy chow, but there's one of my former coworkers at my last job said that this sounds so lazy, but I'm gonna be completely honest, and I fully agree with this sentiment. Food tastes best when it is cooked by someone else, because I cook for myself. I'm not one of those people that goes out to eat every day or even every week because that's way too expensive. I think that's a bad use of my money. But I just don't like the way the food taste when I cook it. Like, there's stuff that I like that I cook, But if someone else cooks the exact same thing, it tastes better to me that when another person cooks it than when I cooked it. I don't know. I'm sure it's a psychological thing, but I'm also sure it's because I don't like cooking. That like the effort I put into it. I know like the effort is not an ingredient in the literal sense, but I hope you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, also got this. It was originally 12 cookies, but I ate 2 of them. This plate of 12 monster cookies. They're M&M cookies. It was $10, and I wanted to get these, one, because I like M&M cookies, but 2, it's by this company Daydreams, and they have Daydreams by Rachel.etsy.com is their website. Rachel makes pies, cookies, cinnamon rolls, and cookie pies. I don't know that she ships these, but maybe she does. I mean, I guess she makes pies, cookies. Yeah, I mean, you can ship food. Like, cookies are stable if you ship them. Okay, I don't know why. Like, I was like, shipping food. People do it all the time. I don't know why I tripped out about that. These monster cookies have oats and some peanut butter in them. So these are not the normal types of M&M cookies that I would find in a store. So I liked the little minor modifications. By the way, you'd be thinking, oh, I make my M&M cookies with oats. That's not special. But it's the first time I've ever eaten M&M cookies with oats because my parents are immigrants, so they didn't grow up like cooking American things or baking monster cookies or anything like that. So sometimes this stuff is new to me. What else did I get at the farmer's market? I think there's only one last thing I got at the farmer's market, and then some things I got at the local arts and crafts store. I got this piece of art, and I think she does have a website. Maybe, I know she does have an Instagram account. Yeah, I think she does have a website. Unfortunately, I don't have like her business card because she doesn't give me a business card because she's seen me like 10 times. Like we know each other by name. So she stopped giving her business card to me. But her name is Melanie Sartori, and I'll make sure to put links to all of these different small businesses in the description and the comments because I love to shop local, which is why I go to the farmer's market. Even though the winter's farmer's market is understandably a lot smaller and less exciting to go to, I got this original artwork for $40. It's called Icy Lake, and I was talking to her about it. And I was like, oh, is this particular painting inspired by any location? Because she's from Madison, Wisconsin. And I know she travels. She said no, it's abstract. I wasn't even trying to make it an icy lake. I just chose those colors, and that's just what ended up coming out onto the canvas. And I was like, oh, I understand. I gotcha. That makes perfect sense to me because when I go and make like a collage or a greeting card for somebody, like for their birthday or for a congratulations or a thank you card, I have a general idea in mind, but sometimes I just grab materials and I just start using them, and the end result is not the same. Is never the same as what I initially thought, and so yeah, this is not a particular place, and I get that she didn't intend to make it an icy lake, but that it became one. And yeah, it's an original acrylic on gold leafed canvas. So this is like a 4x6. She was also telling me that this bright orange, she likes using orange, but she likes using like the brownish toned oranges. She likes using very neutral colors. And I have 3 original art pieces from her hanging on my wall because I just really love her art style. But that made perfect sense to me when she explained that like she's experimenting with brighter colors and that she hasn't really used brighter colors in the past. That, how do I say this? I was like, oh, now I see it, because I didn't notice right away, but I mean, all the pieces I own from her, they're just over on the wall over there, so I'm looking at them. They're blues, grays, and like there's like a dark gray. Yeah, that's like a dark gray that's almost black, and it's white. And those are the only colors that are in the 3 paintings I have from her. And this one is also like grayish, whitish, and bluish, and then there's that pop of orange. I was like, oh, also because it's gold leafed, I love that gold leafing there, and it's gonna pop next to my other paintings from her, but also like it's very cohesive because they're all by the same artist. These are the only originals that I own because in the past I wasn't financially able to purchase original paintings, and all the original paintings I have from her on the smaller side because obviously more materials, more time put into it, bigger paintings cost more. But I love that I'm gonna have this one and the pop of color. They're all nature inspired. But yeah, anyway, this is one of my favorite things I got. Also, I had a really good conversation with her. There's an article I read from BBC a while ago about summarizing some research that's out there. And it relates, I swear, where they talk about the importance of weak tie friendships. It's just the research term that they called it, weak tie, WEAK, that kind of weak, and then tie, TIE, like tying shoes. Weak tie friendships, because there are people that you don't know super well. Like it might be when you go to the coffee shop, or when you go into your local like sandwich shop, you might see the same cashier over and over again, and you feel good because like you know each other by face, maybe even know each other by name. Maybe you don't even ever say anything except hi, how's it going? But you feel good when you have a sense of community and you can recognize the people around you. And that's why people feel so unsettled when they move to a new place, is that they don't have any of these weak tie friendships. And because I've lived in 3 different states since 2022. And because I moved from Ohio to North Dakota in 2022, and then moved from North Dakota to Illinois, all for work purposes, in 2024. The sense of just isolation, and like this sounds obvious, right? But I just liked that there's an official word for it, and so I want to spread the word about the words. And I know that it felt very validating to me to be like, oh yeah, that's why I feel better when I'm able to recognize the people around me. And I'm an introvert, so I don't even go out that much. But when I see somebody I know, and it's somebody that I get along with, which I get along with almost everybody, because I'm very easygoing, I'm like, oh, it was nice to say hello to that person. So there's that. And then the last couple things are some brand new things I got from the local craft store, and they've got the place. So I went to all these different places because they're in my local mall. The farmers market is held in the local mall, so is the Idea store, and so is this place, the Art Coop. They're a funky little store. I live in a hippie town. I live in Urbana, Illinois. Like I normally don't, internet safety, don't say where you live, but like I kind of connected the dots. Like I'm like, oh, I work for the university, and I go to this place called the Art on the Idea store. Okay, I'm just digging through this bag. I also have some groceries in the same bag because there's also a hippie like organic grocery store in the same mall, so I have some snacks in there. Okay, just got a couple of things. So I got, oh no, wait, I got these 2 cards from the grocery store, so I will show some stuff I got at the grocery store. So I got this card. It says, "They hold more light than all the stars. I'm so sorry for your loss." And it's a bereavement card. It's a sorry for your loss card for somebody who's lost a pet. And I was like, oh, that's perfect. I've never seen one of those before. But like, one of my coworkers, the same coworker that is actually having a baby. Well, his wife is having a baby, technically. They're having a baby. He had his dog for 18 years, and his dog passed. No, his dog passed in like October, so I'm not going to give this to him. But this just made me think of him and about how important pets are in our lives, even though I've never had a pet, so I don't have a pet right now because I've lived my whole life without a pet. Anyway, I recognize how important they are in everyone's lives, who has a pet at least. So I just wanted to get this to have on hand because I don't know if they stock it constantly at my local grocery store, or if it's just a once in a while thing, like if this is just a one-time thing, because it's made by a local artist. Well, not local artist, it's made by a small business, that's what I mean. And it was $4.99, illustration by Krista Perry at redcapcards.com. It's kind of hard to read. Yeah, I think it says redcapcards.com. So there's that. And I know you might even be thinking this, but I'm thinking this. I buy greeting cards all the time, even though I also make them as a hobby. Like I literally described that paper crafting as my hobby earlier. But sometimes I appreciate other people's art too. So this one was $2.95. It's a happy birthday card, even though time is an illusion. I thought the art was so funky and that fits in line with my sense of humor and the sense of humor of my friends. Like, I mean, it's not even humorous. Time is an illusion if you think really hard about it. So there's that. And like I said, those were from the grocery store. It's called Common Ground Food Co-op. So yeah, hippie town, like I said. And then postcards from the Art Coop, which is the arts and craft supply store that I went to. Postcards were 6 for $5 or $1 each, and so I got 6. And these aren't even like intended for mailing. These are just art postcards, which is fine by me. This one says "Coming in hot," and it's a snail. And I just thought it was funny and cute. I think I'm gonna save it as a gift for one of my friends for Christmas, because at one point she used to have pet snails. I think they all died. But snails remind me of her, and I think she'll think it's cute and funny. And then I got these 2 postcards that say "Slowly but Surely." I got one for myself, one for my best friend, because she's taking the scenic path through life because she's had some different setbacks with her health, and also like literally she walks slowly because of her health issues. So she'll get what I mean when I give it to her. And also it's so cute. It's a little tortoise, I think it is. A tortoise that's eating peas. So because it's so cute, I got one for myself, like I said. And then, oh no, why did I only get one of these? I think it's because I was just trying to get 6, but I should have gotten 2 of these. This is an inside joke with me and my best friend, where I call her Foul, but not like foul in the bird foul. I call her Foul just like Foul, because sometimes I'm like, oh, you're just so foul. It sounds terrible, but best friend humor. Anyway, but this says "Feeling Foul" and it's got birds on it, so it's a pun, but it's also an inside joke. Anyway, I only have one of those. But I think I'm gonna hang it up in my office. And I got these 2 that say "I don't belong here," because I just think it's a fish in a field of flowers. Like, it's kind of, I don't know, it fits my humor and my art style. That's all I can say. I got 2 because one I'm gonna put in my office at home, not my work office. My workplace, I work at a school, and none of this is like school inappropriate, but I just feel like freedom of expression is frowned upon in my particular office. I gotta be honest there. So I don't decorate too much at work because it just feels like a little bit more not fun, I guess. And then I got 2 of these because one of them I'm going to give to one of my coworkers because he's leaving soon, and this is such a long story to explain. But anyway, he used to be he's a fisherman, like as a hobby, and he used to work with fish in the past, like fisheries and stuff like that. So I'm gonna give him this when he finally it's gonna be like, oh, good luck on your next adventure. It's not a retirement card, but like a good luck after you quit this place card. And I'm gonna put a message on the back being like, you didn't belong here, which sounds terrible, like out of context, but anyway, that was the motivation behind that. Like, you didn't belong here. You belong in bigger and better, higher up places. So there's that. And then I got this pair of socks for $11. Oh shoot, I should have paid it. Okay, women's shoe size 5 to 10. Okay, that's good. That's good. Because my feet are size 7. Okay, I almost freaked out for a second. It's women's crew socks. Because I've bought socks on this brand before. Well, I haven't bought socks on this brand before. I've been gifted socks on this brand before, and they don't fit me. But I think it's because the socks I've been given from that brand are unisex socks, and I'm just small as a person, small stature, skinny, small feet, small wrists, small hands. But anyway, it says I'm a nerd and not the cool kind, and I just feel like it's very very me. I'm going to work, like, even though you can't see my socks at all at work, because it's actually not allowed to see socks. Not that fun socks aren't allowed, but it's because I work in a chemistry lab. You might be thinking, how does that even? It's just a rule. It's a safety rule. But I'm also gonna obviously wear this about my personal life, and it's because I am not I am a nerd that is not the cool kind. Like, I'm also like, I'm the cool nerd where it's like, oh yeah, I play like popular video games. Not all of them, but some of them I do, like Stardew Valley and stuff. If you know anyone that plays video games, so I am like kind of like a cool nerd, but I'm actually mostly like an uncool nerd because I'm very shy and I'm really interested in like research and science. And I mean, I'm also interested in other things. Like, I'm interested in poetry and whatnot, but like, I'm interested in these things to the point of where like people get confused and are like, why is she talking for so long? And like, I don't care about that because that's so niche and specific. Yeah, not cool kind nerd, and I embrace it. Also, I need long socks to wear to work because I have a pair of boots that I specifically, they're not work boots because they're not like steel toed or anything, but I only wear them to work because I work in a chemistry lab, and my shoes are water resistant. And anyway, the boots give me blisters on my ankles if I don't wear long socks. And I'm actually primarily an ankle sock person, so another pair of long socks is always good. And then last two things, I'm talking for so long, are some stickers that I got. Pip stickers. I used to have the Pip stickers monthly subscription at one point, but there's too many stickers. That's what happens with a surprise monthly thing, right? There's always going to be some things in there that you wouldn't have purchased for yourself. And I was just like, you know what? I've got too many stickers that I don't actually like that much. I got a lot of them that I really, really liked. And you get first, the people who have the subscription get access to the stickers first. They do eventually release the subscription stickers as stuff that is sold in their online shop, but sometimes some of the stuff is exclusive to the subscription, and then it takes like, they don't start selling it in the shop until like several months later. But well, anyway, I own a lot of stickers already. This is just funny to me. This is $3.95. It's called Delightful Pickles, and it's all pickle themed, but it's not just pickles in the normal sense. Like, there's pickle wrapping paper, there's a pickle candle, there's a pickle water tumbler, pickle scented bath bomb. Like, it almost, if I look at it too long, it almost looks kind of obscene, but it's probably just because I'm a degenerate, I guess. But I also thought it was just funny. And then I got this set of, what are they calling it? Retro Vision. These retro TVs, also $3.95. I kind of want a second pack of these because I just love the look of older TVs that are this style. I mean, I had a big box TV growing up, not these styles of TVs. Because these are before my time. These are significantly before my time. Like, is that like a 50s style TV? I don't think any of these are more recent than the 70s. Correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, that is before my time. So anyway, favorite things. Definitely the painting, I already said, was one of them, but just as a visual refresher, there it is. Melanie Sartori, and we'll put links to all the small shops in the description. The art store doesn't sell online, I don't think. And the idea store definitely doesn't sell online because they're like a thrift store. Other favorite, of course, has to be, I put them on the floor. The felt trivets. Oh my gosh. I know you shouldn't buy things just because they're a good deal, which is why I didn't like go crazy on them. And also, like, I wasn't trying to be like super selfish jerk, and that's why I didn't like get a bunch of them to resell. But I was also really glad that I found a bag, because I thrifted it, right? It was 50 cents. Like, a bag normally costs a couple dollars in the store. Now, it's like not a huge savings, but it adds up after a while, you know? So they only had 2 baby related bags at the store, and the other one was like literally said baby girl on it, and I was like, I don't know the gender of his child. He doesn't even know the gender of his child. They haven't had that appointment yet. So I'm glad it's gender neutral. So that I was just like, felt that was a very fortuitous find. And I wasn't even thinking about it. I literally learned this news like that my coworker was having a child. I literally learned this news on like Wednesday, so I wasn't like actively on the brain like shopping for stuff because I don't know the due date right now. That was not a thing that I asked. But I don't think the child's due for a while. Like, I think this is very recent news. I don't even know if he's going to have a baby shower or anything like that. I'm just going to, like, give it to him at some point before the child is born, or maybe even after the child is born. So, like, I'm not on a time crunch. This isn't something that I needed right now, but I'm glad to have it beforehand. Anyway, I've been talking for super, super long. I'm just going to stop now. I don't think anybody even watches the whole 45 minutes, but if you do, thanks for hanging out, and I'll talk to you again another time.